So now it's time to talk about this game that happened yesterday. So here's my question. How is it that for the past 2 weeks you play competitive games, Monday night at home against Cleveland, you edge out a 26-22 win with an absolute dominant performance from the defense. Then last week, Sunday night at Vegas, you escape with a 23-18 win because the Raiders head coach is an idiot and doesn't know that field goals don't give you 8 points. And Steelers 2-1, they have 2 great wins the past couple weeks. 2.5-point favorites going into this game. And Steelers are going to win. We're going to be 3-1, and they're going to be competitive in the division with the Ravens. Boy, was I wrong. The Steelers lose to the Houston Texans 30-6. 30-6. A 24-point loss. Somehow we lose worse than we did to the 49ers back in week 1. CJ Stroud played amazing. As of right now, CJ Stroud, I think, could be Offensive Rookie of the Year. People say, Puka Nacua. Well, when Cooper Kupp comes back, his production's going to die. But CJ Stroud, I'm sure, is going to win Offensive Rookie of the Year this year. He is looking really good at the Texans. Had a tough start, but he's starting to come back. Hasn't thrown an interception yet this year. Did we sack C.J. Stroud at all yesterday? If we did, I don't remember. This offense, Steelers offense, it all starts with this guy. Kenny Pickett did not play good yesterday when he was in the game, and then he got hurt in the fourth quarter. Trubisky came in, did a drive, and of course don't do anything. And but Pickett's injury looks like he's going to be okay. They did the scans. Looks like it's just a bruise. They say he could play against the Ravens on Sunday, but I feel like they should probably sit him to get better because after the Ravens, it's our bye week, and then we could have him come back for week 7. But I don't know. We'll see. But once again, Steelers' offense is terrible. We don't score a touchdown this game. We didn't even have points at halftime. We were down 16-0 at halftime. The Steelers didn't even get past midfield until the second half. Somehow we played worse than we did against the 49ers back in week 1. I just don't get it. You know, I've been saying for the past, you guys already know, I keep saying fire Matt Canada, fire Matt Canada. It is way more than just Matt Canada. So much needs to get fixed. Firing Matt Canada and bringing in a new offensive coordinator is not going to get rid of our problems. What has to start? Something has to happen with Mike Tomlin. He needs to change how we coach and how we do things. He's the one that's like, we don't live in our fears. But when it's like 4th down at the 5-yard line, when you're down 16-3, you go for a field goal instead of going for a touchdown. And then if they don't get it, then they're pinned back in their own end zone. Why are we being soft going for field goals? You're down 16-3 at the 5-yard line. Try for the touchdown. And then the thing that took the cake for me was Steelers were driving. This was in the 3rd or maybe 4th quarter. They were driving down the field. They were looking good. But Pickett gets sacked on a play. It wasn't the play he got hurt. It was 3rd down and 18. Pickett throws a pass to George Pickens, goes for 17 yards to make it 4th and 1. Now, our running game actually played very well yesterday. Jaylen Warren and Najee Harris both had good games yesterday. So on 4th and 1, when the Steelers have been good at picking up yards, they line up in shotgun. Pickett takes a snap like he's going to throw and gets sacked. And then that's the play where he gets hurt. it's like Pickett. It's like people saying Pickett got hurt. He shouldn't have been hurt because that play call should have never happened. Pickett gets hurt because of a stupid play call by who else? Matt Canada. 4th down and 1. Let's do. The Bears did the same thing yesterday against Denver on a 4th and 1, except they actually try to run the ball. So now the Steelers have to go back home next week to take on the Ravens. Will the Steelers win that game? Probably not, but, I mean, the Steelers usually play pretty good after losses, so, I mean, we'll see. But it's going to be a close game. If you're a Ravens fan and you think that the Ravens are going to run away with this game, you are absolutely out of your mind. It doesn't matter how good the Steelers are and how bad the Ravens are, or the other way around. Steelers-Ravens games are always down to the wire. It always comes down to the last play every single time. And that's exactly what's going to happen this upcoming Sunday. Don't expect a blowout. Either the Steelers or the Ravens are going to get something done on the final play of the game. It always happens. But then after that's our bye week. So we're either going to be 2-3 or 3-2 going into the bye week, which, granted, that's a lot better than last year. I think we were like, what? We were 2-4, 1-4 going into the bye week. I can't remember, but it was one of those two. But, you know, defense just played terrible today. You allow 30 points. I don't know if Stroud got sacked a single time. You have problems getting tackles behind the line. You let Devin Singletary, Dameon Pierce do anything they want, whatever they want to you. You made Nico Collins look like prime Calvin Johnson yesterday, which I like Nico Collins, obviously. I'm a Michigan fan. Nico Collins went to Michigan, but you just don't want to see that happen in the NFL. And I know I don't sound, I'm pretty frustrated with how the Steelers played yesterday. I don't sound mad about it. I think I got all my anger out from it yesterday. My friends Sam and Andrew will know, but so that's basically my video. I wanted to talk about that stupid game yesterday. Steelers suck. I could sit here and say that the Steelers suck. They're not going to do anything this year. First losing season under Mike Tomlin. But the last 2 years, whenever they look like that, they always come back and finish 9-8 or 9-7-1 that one year. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, so we'll see you guys on Sunday when the Steelers take on the Ravens.